Ready to explore the latest AI buzz this week? We're diving into some really fresh news, trying to make sense of it all, with a bit of help from insights gathered for Le Podcast de Philippe. Stick around. Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're here to cut through the chatter and get straight to what matters in, well, artificial intelligence today. We've got a stack of interesting developments to unpack. Our goal, pull out the key insights so you can quickly get a handle on where things are heading.
Absolutely. And just so you know where we're going today, we'll start with AI digging up ancient history, believe it or not. Then we'll jump to the next big thing, maybe GPT-5. After that, a bit of a reality check why some developers are losing a bit of faith in generative AI tools. And finally, we'll look ahead at how AI might reshape jobs. So expect some surprising bits and takeaways.
Okay, let's jump right in with that first one. Google's Aeneas, you said unlocking ancient secrets. Sounds pretty dramatic.
It kind of is. It's this scientific AI from Google DeepMind built with universities like Nottingham and Oxford. And its job is pretty specific, helping epigraphists, that's experts in ancient inscriptions, restore, date, and even figure out where broken bits of Latin text from the Roman Empire came from.
Fragmentary inscriptions. So like old stones with missing words or worn-off dates?
Exactly that. Stuff that's really hard to read. And the speed is incredible. Our sources say it can do in seconds what might take a researcher days of poring over references.
Wow. Okay, that's impressive. But how does it actually work? Especially with, really damaged text.
Well, it uses a powerful language model, T5, but it's been fine-tuned for these really deteriorated inscriptions. It suggests several ways to fill in the gaps, ranks them based on what makes sense linguistically and historically, and crucially, it shows the researchers why it made those choices. It highlights the clues it used.
Ah, transparency. That's super important with historical stuff. You need to know how the conclusion was reached.
Definitely. And the training data was immense. The Latin epigraphic data set, over 176,000 inscriptions, that's a lot of Latin.
So it's had a good education, so to speak.
You could say that, but the experts are really clear. Aeneas isn't here to replace historians. It's more like a partner, something to bounce ideas off, expand what they can look at.
Like a super-powered research assistant.
Sort of, yeah. They actually tested it with researchers. And working with Aeneas significantly boosted their accuracy in restoring and dating texts.
Okay, that makes sense. Human expertise amplified by AI. Cool stuff.
It really is.
All right, let's shift gears from ancient Rome to, well, what feels like the very near future, GPT-5. Sam Altman at OpenAI has been teasing it, saying it's very close. Some whispers suggest maybe even early August.
Yeah, the anticipation is definitely building. And the big headline feature they're talking about is its ability to automatically pick the best AI model for whatever you're asking it to do.
Oh, interesting. So instead of me trying to figure out if I need the super smart but slower model or the quicker one?
Exactly. It aims to sort of blend the best of both worlds. The deep reasoning of their OR models and the speed of the regular GPT series.
That sounds genuinely helpful for everyday users. I mean, sometimes you just want a quick answer. Other times you need something more complex analyzed.
Precisely. The goal is to take that decision off your plate. Simple question. Fast, cheaper model. Complex analysis like, environmental science data. It automatically switches to a model that can handle that deeper thinking.
And it'll bundle in all the other recent ChatGPT features too, like voice, search.
That's the plan. Make it a more unified, intuitive platform. Though apparently perfecting this automatic selection is part of why it's taken a bit longer. Figuring out when users are willing to wait for a much better answer is tricky.
Right. Human preference is rarely straightforward. Okay, so while we're waiting for GPT-5, let's talk about the tools people are using now. There's a bit of a surprising trend from a recent Stack Overflow survey regarding developers and generative AI.
Yeah, this one's quite striking. You've got huge adoption. 84% of developers globally are using or planning to use these AI coding tools, but their confidence in the reliability of the results, that's taken a sharp dive.
How sharp?
Well, only 33% found AI results reliable this year, down from 43% last year. And just general enthusiasm for AI among devs has also cooled off a bit.
Okay, 84% usage, but only 33% trust. That's a big gap. What's causing the frustration?
The main culprit, according to about 2/3 of them, is the debugging nightmare. The AI spits out code that looks okay on the surface, but then it needs really complex, time-consuming fixes.
Ah, so the promise of saving time isn't quite panning out if you spend ages cleaning up the mess.
Exactly. Nearly half said debugging AI code takes more time than they expected. Kind of cancels out the productivity boost.
I can see how that would be annoying. Does it struggle with certain types of problems?
Yeah, 71% agree it struggles with complex problems. And there's this concern about vibe coding.
Vibe code.
Yeah, basically just getting something that works quickly without necessarily ensuring it's robust or reliable. Most developers, thankfully, reject that approach, but it's a risk.
Yeah. Despite all the AI hype, the human touch, the careful checking is still crucial.
Absolutely crucial. Over 60% still prefer asking a human colleague about ethical or security issues. And they're still heavily relying on platforms like Stack Overflow, GitHub, YouTube for learning and problem solving.
It's not replacing collaboration or trusted resources then?
Not entirely, though it's worth noting 44% do still use AI to learn new skills. So it's a mixed picture. The role is still evolving.
Okay, an evolving role. That brings us neatly to our next topic. The future of work itself, looking towards 2030 and beyond. This isn't just tweaking things, is it? The sources suggest a really fundamental shift.
Oh, completely. We're talking about a massive transformation of the global job market, driven by AI, automation, but also the whole green transition. It's really about redesigning entire industries and, well, what work even means.
There's often fear about AI taking jobs, but the World Economic Forum projection is actually positive overall.
Yeah, surprisingly, perhaps. They estimate that while, 85 million existing jobs might disappear globally by 2030, they also project 97 million new ones will emerge. So a net increase of 12 million jobs.
A net increase, that's important context. And we see similar trends projected in specific countries too, like France.
Right. Projections there suggest about 1 million new jobs by 2030, partly from retirements, but also targeted investments in strategic sectors. Think green tech, nuclear, biotech.
But it's not just about the number of jobs, it's the type of jobs, isn't it? This idea of job polarization.
Exactly. Automation and AI are set to significantly change almost half the workforce. We'll likely see fewer of those middle-skill routine jobs. Think data entry, some types of administrative work maybe, and growth at both ends. High-skill jobs needing creativity, critical thinking, and also some lower-skill jobs that rely heavily on human interaction, things AI can't easily replicate.
So a squeeze in the middle. More demand for higher education, perhaps less for skills easily automated?
That seems to be the trend, yeah. The projections reflect that more jobs for graduates, fewer for those with less formal education.
Okay, so what about those new jobs, the AI-specific ones popping up?
Well, one we hear a lot about is the prompt engineer. This is someone who gets really good at crafting instructions for generative AI to get the best possible results. It's described as part art, part science. Needs AI understanding, but also great communication skills.
Interesting, like being an AI whisperer. What else?
Then there's the AI ethicist. This is becoming super important. Making sure AI systems are built and used responsibly, fairly transparently. You need a mix of tech knowledge, law, philosophy, social science. It's really interdisciplinary.
Governance roles, basically. Making sure the tech aligns with human values, especially with regulations like the EU's AI Act coming in.
Precisely. And there are others too, like MLOs engineers, AI project managers, these sort of meta professions defining the rules for the tech.
It sounds like skills are really shifting. The World Economic Forum mentioned a new skill triad.
Yeah, they reckon almost 40% of core skills will change by 2030. The three key areas they highlight are 1, technological skills, AI, big data, cybersecurity. That's like the new baseline literacy. 2, higher cognitive skills, analytical thinking, creative thinking, stuff humans are still uniquely good at. And 3, socio-emotional skills, things like leadership, resilience, empathy, being able to keep learning, essential for working together and adapting.
That last category really stands out. The human skills are becoming more valuable, not less.
Absolutely, which leads to the big challenge. How do we manage this transition? There are huge ethical questions about bias, fairness, a potential two-speed workforce.
So what's the answer? How do individuals and companies navigate this?
It really boils down to reskilling and upskilling on a massive scale. For individuals, it means building that hybrid skill set, technical know-how, combined with those human cognitive and socio-emotional skills. For companies, it means investing in their people, shifting from just hiring and firing to retraining and redeploying their existing workforce.
Okay, so wrapping this up, we've gone from AI deciphering ancient texts to predicting the future of work. A pretty clear theme emerges, doesn't it? AI is incredibly powerful, advancing fast, but the human element, our thinking, our creativity, our empathy, that remains absolutely central.
Totally. It's not just about building and guiding the AI, but also interpreting what it produces, making sure it's used ethically, understanding its limits.
So thinking about all this change, maybe the question for you listening is, what's your hybrid skill portfolio looking like?
Yeah, how are you blending that tech understanding with your uniquely human strengths to get ready for what's coming? Something to think about.
We certainly hope this deep dive gave you a clearer view of the AI landscape today, the exciting bits and, well, the challenging bits too. If you enjoyed this conversation, you can find more discussions like it over at Le Podcast de Philippe.
And hey, while you're there, maybe help us out. We're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. Spreading the word would be amazing. Thanks for tuning in.